Welcome back to our European tour. This is part 6, and today we've driven into Portugal and we're going to visit two sites in Portugal. The first one is a place called Monte dos Luzeiras. I think that's right, or Monte das Luzeiras. You'll see that it's in quite a remote place but it's quite near to a place called Moura. It's just over the border into Portugal. And the site was quite quirky. There's only one gents loo and one ladies loo and one shower for the site. Quite a busy site in some ways, quite a small one. It's situated on a olive grove, and they've got, as you'll see, they've got many animals. It's quite a long drive in and quite a slow drive shortly because we'll be going over some very rocky ground, very gravelly, as you'll see. We'll let you enjoy the drive in to this site. We really hope that you're enjoying our videos of our trip through France into Spain and Portugal. We're certainly enjoying our time away. You'll see us here swinging right to come round so that we can enter the narrow entrance into Monte das Lazures, where we're met with Mark and his dog. Mark's the owner of the campsite, and you'll see us as we come in here. Apologies for the big smear on the camera, it's on the windscreen. We didn't realise there was a smear there. At this campsite there's one toilet for the men, one for the ladies, and one unisex shower, so the facilities are a bit sparse for the numbers of people that are at the site. I think they had about 11 or 12 vans of different sizes staying overnight, so you can imagine one men's loo and one women's loo is a bit pushing it. And you'll see us shortly gaining sight to our pitch where Stephen has to raise the wire that holds the lights so that we don't hit and smash any of the light bulbs. It is quite a quirky site, but it's lovely. It's in an olive grove and it's a beautiful setting. We really hope you enjoy this video.
Tonight for tomorrow.
So, this is our campsite today. So this is what's the campsite called? Monte
Das
Luzeras.
That's the one.
That's the one.
Monte das.
Lost in Lazeras.
This is our pitch. And the driveway is at the back of the motorhome there, and we're in the olive grove. I'll just walk you through. There's lots of animals here with some peacocks. I think there's lots of animals. We're going to have a walk a bit later, so see what other animals we can find. We plugged in our electricity through a window in what would have been an old stables. There's a view down towards the mountain down there. We've got bins. Through here you've got toilets, and this is where you get your water. Showers are here. And round the back here is where you find lemon trees. A lovely sitting area. Dogs asleep. And then there's a pool. It's just put it this year. They put a new liner on, I think. done some improvements on it. So that's the pool. Bit of a plunge pool. Not a bad view around it. Lovely area. There's also a room to sit in, and there's wine to buy and other provisions, and there's a peacock here displaying. Hello, Mr. Peacock. And if I take you through here, this is where the entrance is, where we drove in. There's a barbecue. So yeah, I've just taken you around this building and then back on the campsite. Just watch where you tread a bit, dogs and peacocks and other livestock, but there are other peacocks around. There's some female ones, but I don't know where they are. Just in the male ones at the minute. So bring you back to Stephen and Margaret are and the motorhome.
Right.
So let's say hello to the ostrich. Hello, ostrich. And the horses. Oh, decided to sit down. So this is on their land. We're going to walk into the local village through the olive grove. Perhaps we meant turn right down there. Dan, perhaps he said meant turn right down there. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's moving much. Here's the duck pond. So duck. Tommy duck. Well, that's friendly, isn't it? Oh well, they're leaving. They are good dogs, no, just the way they go. Yeah. Well, she was just saying, just may end up going home early. And Sandra was talking about getting the flexi ticket and I was saying it's not worth it. I never got a message from Sandra, you know. Is Sandra going in the pool? Alright.
On a pub crawl. There's the walking absolutely.
So this is campings and the entrance. And there's a security guy on the gate, and as you drive in, there's a reception. Hiya. Alright. There's a reception to the right. Hi. Hello. And over to the right there's the bar and restaurant, and there's a shop, a swimming pool for areas for kids. and the main way in. There's lots of these bungalows. This is the main drag. You see there's some kiddies play equipment there, there's nobody there. Swimming pool over to the right there that's covered in the lower season. And then you drive around to the right, follow the one-way system round. There's a motorhome emptying point just round the corner. So here there's a Tesla plugged into the electric charging, and there we go. Go down. Then toilets with a laundry. Another motorhome service point, and toilets with a laundry round the back and wash up places, chemical toilet disposal. And then as we come round the corner here, this is where Stephen and us have been this week. Yes, this is Stephen Margaret's motorhome called Sheldon, and here's Wallace, and Sandra's in here making me a coffee. So this is the beach at, where are we?
Zambujeira.
So here we are at
Zambujeira.
Zambujeira in Portugal. So today is Monday, it's the 9th of June, and we've come to a place called Sagres. We've hired a car from campsite for €35. Just got to fill up the fuel on the way back. So €35 for a day, 9 till 9. Pretty good really. We've come to Sagres. It's a bit misty at the moment. It was going to be about 30 back at our campsite, but here it's very comfortable. Sun's due to come out. We're just going to wander down to the marina shortly. We've got Margaret and Stephen with us still, and I think Margaret might stay up here and find a bench or something while we go down and venture. View of Sagres Harbour. We do a lot of dolphin watching and whale watching. Quite a few waves around. We're coming to the end of this video now. We hope you've enjoyed our trip around the two campsites in Portugal. Here we leave it, and we're going to be heading off back into Spain shortly. So the next video that we do will be of our time in Spain. So as I say, we hope you've enjoyed the video, and catch us on the next one. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel and like, then you can be updated with the next video when it comes out. Thank you for watching. And these are just a couple of photographs of a couple of things during our trip, and then a final meal at a lovely Nepalese restaurant in Zambujeira. Thank you.